will this be Fury's retirement match? And then afterwards he can say, okay, cool, he's got all the belts now, he doesn't need to fight anyone. What happens next?
The fight of the decade is just around the corner, and it's none other than Tyson Fury versus Francis. This fantasy matchup has sent the entire world into a frenzy, because you gotta remember that not only are boxing fanatics gonna tune in to see how this one goes down, but the entire mixed martial arts community is gonna be watching as well. But keep in mind, this is Francis's first boxing match. Yes, he may be the king of mixed martial arts, but this is the turf of the Gypsy King. He's stepping into the ring with the best fighter there is right now. And Fury has the confidence of a lion. They call him the Gypsy King for a reason. And get this king has said that if Francis hands Fury his first loss, he's going to hang up his gloves forever. Oh boy, now that is a really big statement. So without further ado, let's dive deep into this whole drama. When the talks of this fight began, the fight world was in disbelief, and many boxing purists said that this fight made no sense, cause, on one hand, you got Francis, who has no boxing background and has never stepped into the ring before, whereas on the other hand, you got Tyson Fury, who has been boxing his whole life. And let's not forget that he is WBC's undisputed heavyweight champion. Fury breathes the sport of boxing. He has been in the ring with one of the best and stopped them. I mean, we're talking about the guy who flatlined Deontay Wilder, the guy who wiped the floor with Derek Chisora and made it look like a walk in the park for him. So let me ask you this, guys. Who is Francis, a MMA fighter, to cause the Gypsy King any problems? Fury knows that Francis does not have what it takes to pull the biggest upset in the history of boxing. No one has beaten Tyson Fury. Many great boxers have tried and all of them saw failure. So if Francis pulls the upset on Fury, he might as well retire. And that's exactly what this British boxer said. Tyson Fury stated that he will retire if Francis comes out victorious from this fight. I mean, yes, confidence is one thing, but this is faith. It's as if Tyson knows Francis stands zero chance. He ain't got a puncher's chance. The Cameroonian boxer needs a miracle to get this job done. And what would that miracle be? I got just the answer for you guys. And it's one name, Mike Tyson. Yep, you heard that right. Just when this fight couldn't get any bigger. It did. Francis has got the boxing legend, Mike Tyson, in his camp. Now, if you're going against the best there is right now, you gotta have the best of all time in your camp. And that's exactly what Francis did. He knows if there's one person who can pave the way to victory for the Cameroonian boxer, it's Iron Mike. Having Mike Tyson in your camp has given Francis the confidence he needs going into this fight. The Predator has put out a nasty message for the Gypsy King. He's good at coming back up. We're gonna find out how good he is, but he's gonna hit that canvas. He added, I believe I can knock Tyson out. I am Francis, and I always get things done, period. Francis is set to shock the whole fight world to its core in October, and Mike Tyson is backing him for it. Mike said, I think he's gonna do very well. Listen, it's all experience. He's fighting. He just has to remember not to use his feet, which he never really did actually. He's a real power puncher, real fast for a big guy. 260 pounds. Francis is one of the best fighters on the planet, so I don't know about you guys, but I don't have a hard time believing Mike. This guy basically knows everything there is to know about boxing, so if Iron Mike says something, you can't take that lightly. Plus, let's not forget that Francis has the record for the hardest punch in the history of the fight game. And now he's got an expert in his camp to tell him how to use his power in the ring. So if I were Tyson Fury right now, I wouldn't be too relaxed. Because for a moment, let's imagine if that one shot connects to Fury's chin and he goes to sleep. It's going to be the end of Fury's career. Tyson has taken down everyone in the ring, but keep in mind that the Gypsy King himself has kissed the canvas as well. Deontay Wilder put him out. And from what it looked like, we all thought that was the end of that fight. But Fury got up and finished the job. The point is that one thing I can tell you all for sure is that Wilder hits nowhere as hard as Francis does. His hands hit like a truck. Every time he knocks someone out, they don't get back up. So yes, the Cameroonian fighter might not have the best boxing abilities, but there is no denying that he is ruthless. He's got bad intentions behind every shot he throws. Francis is training the hardest he's ever trained for this matchup. He is coming to dethrone the Gypsy King. And if he does, the whole world is going to lose their minds. Especially all the boxing fans. Just imagine how embarrassing it will be for the boxing community. If an MMA star beats the best boxer they got at their own game, Fury will never be able to show his face anywhere. I can already imagine the headlines, MMA fighter gives Fury his first loss. Guys, there is a lot at stake for the Gypsy King. If he loses this fight, it's pretty much over for him. What's the point of beating all these boxers when you got schooled by a MMA fighter? Fury needs to win this one. And not just for himself, but for the entire boxing community. Because don't forget, this is not just Fury versus Francis. It's MMA versus boxing as well. Everyone is counting on Fury to wipe the floor with Francis. And for his sake, let's hope he does. Because Francis, on the other hand, has got nothing to lose here. It is a win-win situation for him. This is his biggest payday ever, and we all know that UFC pays peanuts. So props to Francis for getting the bag he always deserved. And guys, he's stepping into the ring with the world champion for his debut fight. Regardless of the outcome, you gotta respect him for taking this fight, because not a lot of people have the guts to go head-to-head with the mean machine, Tyson Fury. So even if Francis loses, he'll still get that respect, and he can go back to MMA and continue to do what he does best. There's no pressure for the Cameroonian fighter. All the pressure falls on Fury. He can't afford to lose this one, especially after everything he's been saying in the build-up to this fight. I'd knock him out in seconds and then I'll beat him in MMA. Fury is furious. Get this, guys. This fight has gotten a bit personal for the Gypsy King, and it has nothing to do with Francis, but the man himself, Mike Tyson. Did you know that Tyson Fury was named after Iron Mike? Yep, you heard. A great heavyweight named after another great heavyweight. It is quite surprising that Mike is cornering Francis rather than the guy who is literally named after him. Fury feels betrayed, and for all the right reasons. How can Mike support the MMA guy against the pro boxer? It's boxing versus MMA, and it is shocking to see that Iron Mike is Team MMA. This didn't sit right with the Gypsy King. In a recent interview, he said, "I'd hate for Mike to be on the losing side, especially when I knock his guy out." Oh, it's getting heated, guys. But here comes the real blast. Father of the undisputed, John Fury found it irritating that Mike was coaching Francis. He called him a traitor. And if you think that's a lot, wait till you see what Big John says next. He called out Mike Tyson for a fight. Can it get crazier than this? I think not. Big John versus Mike Tyson. Now, who wouldn't want to watch that? Now, I don't know if he is serious or not, but John Fury knows how to sell a fight. This call-out brought much more attention to this event and made it even bigger. When it comes to trash talking, there is no one better than Big John. Just take a look at what he said about Francis. He ain't got a prayer, he ain't got a cat in hell chance. He won't get out the first round. It is probably going to be Tyson's quickest knockout. God help him, he'll get smashed to bits. Now let's see if his son can back all this trash talk, because if not, Tyson Fury can say goodbye to boxing once and for all. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and watch what goes down in the ring when these two meet up. That's all I have for you today. Make sure to like this video, comment, and share. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you next time. Until then, peace out.